Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you know, well, some.
Okay. Look, I feel it. All right. Well, thank you for coming back to the Vibe Life. We're happy to have you. So you did say that you release a track this past Friday?
Yes, I did. I released a new track and music video. It's called "Couldn't Be Me," and it's streaming on all major platforms. And music videos out on YouTube.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. Well, we'll start off by letting you kind of talk to the people and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Got you. So, what's going on, everybody? My name is Don Modus, DonModus. You can find me on Instagram, Spotify, you know, everywhere you can find all the major artists. I'm a rapper, producer, entrepreneur from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up there, and now I'm like up in the upstate, you know, Albany area. But I travel all over, and you know, I got a lot of shows coming up this summer, and I'm always looking to work with people out there. So, you know, in my DMs and stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so let me start off by asking you. You said you're from Brooklyn, so let me ask you what inspired you to get into music, and what age did you begin to take music seriously?
Got you. Great question. So I was kind of late to it compared to a lot of my friends growing up. I think I started getting interest around like 17, and it was more just because well, there's like two major reasons. Like one, I was just doing a lot of things that I was hearing in songs, and I was just seeing parallels, and I wanted to like share my experiences, and I figured that was like the best way to do it at the time. Even before I was releasing any music, I was just writing music, and it just helped me get stuff off my mental. And then what made me want to take it seriously was there's a couple of my homies who I met in college. They're like signed to Taylor Gang or something now, and they're big up and everything. They got a bunch of songs with Wiz Khalifa, and they're on a bunch of albums with them and stuff.
Nice.
But they were like just in one of my group projects in college, and I was gonna like do their merchandise for them because I had a clothing brand at the time, so I was gonna help them do their merchandise. And so we were spending more time together, and I got like invited to one of their home studios, and they kind of made me realize like how just like any average person
Right.
can be, you know, like a superstar or whatever. Like it just kind of broke down the illusion, and so the combo of those two things just got me into it heavy, and I just took like a little step forward each time, and you know the universe kept telling me to go forward with it, so I just kept doing it, you know.
I like it. Yeah, it's really amazing when people around you. That's why having a good circle is really important. You know, they can inspire you and show you what's possible. So I'm happy that you connected with them. And so
Appreciate you.
we have
Yeah,
you.
their names are the Moonlight, and they're like a pair of twins. They're like Indian. They're like a pair of twins, but they sound just like the Weekend. So you know, go check them out.
Okay.
Go check them out and shit.
We're definitely gonna have to check them out because we are fans of the weekend over here at the Bob Life, and
Yeah.
it sounds like they would definitely be an interesting set of people to listen to. So let me ask you, how would you describe your music?
Got you. So for a lot of people that listen to like popular like trap and hip hop type of rap music, I would say that my music is similar but like very different at the same time. Like if you're used to listening to that genre, you'll hear like a lot of similarities and it'll feel like it fits in the genre and everything. But then like my voice and my flow is super unique and different compared to what they're doing. And then I just feel like I got a unique story too that I've lived through my life, so I kind of it's like unique, but it's similar at the same time. So
Right, right.
I'm like sharing it and everything. And musically, I feel like we take inspiration and then we evolve on it. So
Exactly.
yeah, so just a lot of similar stuff with just like my own twist on it.
Love it. Okay. So let's see. Wh- who are your top three artists? Well, what artists inspired you to get into music, or who are your top three artists out right now?
Got you. One of my biggest inspirations growing up was Jay-Z because he's like a mogul, and I just really like how he has a clothing brand and took his music to the next level. And he started kind of late and everything, so that's always like a good inspiration for like artists that are like 25 or 30 or whatever.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I just turned 25, so yeah, and then his
Happy birthday.
thanks. It was not like just now, but
Oh,
yeah,
the
but thank you.
recent
Yeah, no, I
decision.
still feel the love. I still feel the love. Like,
Oh,
but yeah, and then I like 21 Savage a lot. He's probably like my favorite rapper to listen to
he's
overall.
dope.
Like him and Future are like my top two favorites for just like mad long now at this point. And Savage Mode One was like one of the albums that first got me into like really rapping and shit in general. Like I don't know, just it was just like so raw
Right,
and
right.
just the connection with Metro too, because I make all the beats in house with my boys. So like I see them doing
Nice.
it, so like I'm trying to do the same thing. And
Yeah.
still got a lot of love for my boy early Kanye, and all that shit he does,
Yeah.
when he was younger and stuff. Because he also popped off late, and he was just really
Yep.
inspired by stuff around him and like passionate, and he had that work ethic. So I'm not really too into what he's been doing the past couple of years,
Right.
but definitely the first half of his career is like super inspirational.
I can dig it. Yeah. Those three, they're, like you said, they're really business savvy. So it sounds like, you have that in your future too.
Yeah, like Future's probably like in my top three to listen to, but not like I'm not really like too inspired by Future. Not gonna lie,
Yeah. Okay.
but
Okay.
I love his music. Yeah,
So this is kind of a different question, but since you mentioned 21 Savage and Future, you did mention Jay-Z and Kanye. Um, I'm just interested, out of all of the different coasts, so we have the West Coast, East Coast, then we have the Southern region and Midwest. What would you say is like your favorite region of like hip hop?
definitely New York. Definitely New
Okay,
York.
okay, okay.
Like call me
Hometown.
biased and stuff, but like West Coast, I don't feel the beats and like all around. Like I don't know, I'm not really into the West Coast stuff. Like Florida a little too crazy. Like Memphis is really fire. Like and then like Atlanta's probably like my second favorite, or like
Right.
that probably would have been my favorite a few years ago. But we lost Doug. Like Playboy Cardi switched his style up. Like Migos is done. So like that's like a lot of hits to the Atlanta scene.
It
And
is.
so like New York, we got like I feel like the New York sound is coming back into the mainstream flow. Like we got drill, we got boom bap, we got mainstream now between like Nicki, Cardi, Ice Spice. Like there's just too many to name really, and too many styles. So I'm happy that New York's up because it wasn't really like that for a few years. We kind of lost our way and everything. So we back on top.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like I should have known that because yeah, if at any time it would be this time to support New York because you guys are making a comeback,
For real, because
and I'm just
I would keep it a buck. I would say Atlanta a few years ago for sure, but I definitely think it's the New York City right now. And
yeah.
Chicago cool too, but
Okay.
they're chilling too. Like Chicago's on the way out too because OTF with the Rico potential and everything. So they're laying low also, and
Yeah,
they lost a lot of people too, like FBG Duck and Bond. They lost a lot of people in Chicago.
that was a major hit. Vaughn and yeah, Little Dirk. We definitely hope the best for him. But yeah, he's pretty hot. But yeah, that when Vaughn passed away, it did seem like a little steam was taken away. So
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. Like we lost Pop Smoke and we're still like going strong. And even though like that was a big hit for New York. Like if we had Pop Smoke still, it wouldn't
yeah.
even be a debate, Like wouldn't even be a debate if we had Pop. Yeah.
No, yeah, Pop Smoke, he was dope. I say like I haven't liked an artist as much as I like Pop Smoke since I want to say a New York artist. I'd say since 50. I don't know. He really had like
He,
the diversity. I think.
he was 50, but he was like the second coming of 50. Like he honestly had
Yep.
like different sides to him and was more like refined and everything. But
Exactly.
yeah, that's street life will catch up with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I just have a few more questions. So two last questions. and then I'll let you go ahead and, promote anything you have coming up.
Hmm.
I know you recently just promoted what you just dropped, but has there been any one event in your life that has made you, now this is a kind of a deep question, but has there been any one event in your life that has made you like almost want to quit music?
If I had to put it down to like one event, um, I mean, like I don't want to go like super specific, but it's like you kind of start off with like a group of people that believe in you, and like y'all have this dream
Mm-hmm.
together or whatever. And then like over the years and stuff, like people go their different ways, or people switch up, or people don't
Yep, yep.
effectively communicate how they're feeling in the moment, and stuff doesn't work out. So just when you're like leaving one team and moving on to a different team, I would say that
Yeah.
that's tough because it's like like I used to have a different beat maker where he lived with me and we'd work and make tons of beats together. I used to have a different video guy who was like my brother and everything like that. I used
Right.
different
Right.
management, blah blah blah, like all that stuff. And then people either like level up with you or they get mad at your level up or whatever. So I would just
Exactly.
say like leaving the people that you first had those like big dreams with, like those kid dreams with and stuff.
I can feel that. Yeah, that seems like, that story is so true in so many people's lives. You have to really be, strong-minded to say even if, everyone that I came up with, they're no longer, they can't go to the next level with me, I'm still going to go to the next level regardless. So,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
for
good.
me, like I wanted to
All right, so
like
last
real quick, just going back on it, like yeah, like for me, like when I was starting this, I wanted to get big so I could support like the people around me and everything. So when those people aren't
mhm.
around anymore, you gotta like change your motivation and stuff, and you gotta do it for yourself and not for the people around you. Or, like find new people and then do it for them or whatever. But yeah,
Yes. No, that I'm glad you added that because that kind of goes into my next question of what advice would you give others? And I'll let you answer that question, but what you just said right there, I think that's really great advice. Like, a lot of the times we do want to do things for others,
yeah,
to support others, but then, when they're no longer there, you have to find it within, to keep going regardless if they're around or not. So, with that being said, I want to ask you if you could give advice to anyone, like in your shoes, what advice would you give them when it comes to making music and just being in the music industry and trying to make it?
got you. Yeah, there's a lot of different advice out there. I'll give like a little like the first thing I just got to get out the way is just like find a way to make money because this shit costs a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like that's the first like
Mhm.
little basic thing. Like just be aware of how much this costs from everything. But the real advice is just like every day make progress. It's a really big goal that you have and everything. So every day just try to make progress and be prepared to have the right expectations. Like there are days where you're gonna be feeling sad while you're chasing your dream. There's gonna be days where you're feeling
That's
like you
true.
want to quit chasing your dream. There's gonna be days where you feel amazing. But that's with anything. Like if you're working a job, you're gonna be sad, happy, upset. Like if you chase your dream, you're gonna be sad, happy, upset. No matter what you do, you're gonna experience the full range of emotions. So just don't trip over that. Like don't make any decisions off of one day or anything or off of emotions. You just gotta, you know, make
Yeah,
progress day by day and then trust the process.
love it. That's amazing
For
advice.
sure.
You should be an
Yeah.
inspirational speaker.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that before. I'm always talking in motivational proverbs or whatever. But I'm just speaking from the heart. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, and that always works. Speaking from the heart, you really can't go wrong there. And it's like whoever is meant for, whoever feels it, they feel it, and
Yeah,
if they don't, it's not for
yeah,
them.
exactly.
All right, well, I want you to go ahead and tell everyone again where they can find you, what you're dropping, what's coming up, and anything else you want to say to the people.
Got y'all. So once again, my name is Don Modus Modus. You can find me on Instagram, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. I got music out. I got a clothing collection. You can find me at donmodus.com. Every 3 weeks right now, I'm dropping a song and music video. I might sprinkle some projects in too, but this whole year I'm dropping new music consistently. I breed French bulldogs too. Like I see my dog over there. Like just hit me up for whatever you need. I'm the plug allegedly. Just whatever. Lots of love.
Look, he does it all.
Where is she at? Right, we got the better. We got the
Okay, cutie
we
pie.
got the heat.
I see you. Like she's
Yeah, she's
ready.
ready.
Okay. So, okay, last thing for real. Just give us a drop for the Vibe Life, and then we're good to go.
Gotcha. Um, what's going on, everybody? Y'all are tuned in with Vibe Life, the best podcast on the internet. And this is Don Modus. Check out my latest drop everywhere. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Well, thank you again, Don Modus. We appreciate it. And, again, if you ever need an interview, need us to promote some music, hit us
I
up.
got you. Anytime.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
peace out.